It's their turn to win cash and prizes on a special edition of Card Sharks. And if they play their cards right, they can win a trip to Hawaii and take home $32,000. And now, the host of Card Sharks, Bobby Evans.
All right. Hello. Thank you. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Young People's Week on Card Sharks. Well, Charlie O'Donnell told you we have Young People's Week. We have a lot of money to give away. We have a fabulous trip to Hawaii to give away, and we have some delightful Card Sharks. But before we meet the kids, let's say hi to our other two very young dealers on Card Sharks. Here they are, Susanna Williams, and today's model is Caroline Ludwig, our dealers this morning on Card Sharks. Morning, ladies. Caroline, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
The little guys are here.
Oh, boy.
They're back, and if you'll deal the cards, we'll get them out here, okay? Come on, Card Sharks, Corey and Duffy. Here we go. Now, let me tell you, if you recognize these very fine faces, well, it's because they've been here before. Last time we had Young People's Week, the show had to come to a halt right then. And so we're going to pick it up where we left off last time on Young People's Week. And if I remember correctly, Corey had won the first game. Is that right, Corey? And Duffy knew that he had to win this game, and I was ready to ask first question in game number 2. So we'll do that after we meet the contestants. So, Corey, tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is Corey Sanford. I live in Covina, California. I go to Ben Lomond School. My hobbies are roller skating and shopping.
You almost forgot your hobbies.
Yeah.
Roller skating and shopping. Oh, your husband of the future is going to love that one, hon, I'll tell you. How are you, Duff?
Pretty good. Hi, my name is Duffy Lucas. I'm 13 years old. I'm in the 8th grade and go to Thurston Junior High. I like to dance and to raise Cavalier King Charles Spaniels.
Dogs?
Yeah, it's a rare breed.
It's a rare... How many of those dogs do you have?
Right now, we just had a litter of 4. We have 6 in our house right now.
How much would they cost if I bought one from you?
Well, they cost about $800 a pup.
I got a little brownie out of the pound. You know what I mean? Hey, let me tell you, we're going to start right now. This is game number 2, remember? And, Duffy, the first question goes to you. Speaking of dogs, Duffy, speaking of dogs, all this week we have 10 married women in our studio audience who own dogs, and they're all with us. So, ladies and dogs, welcome. All right. Now, here's the question, Duff. Before the show, we ask our 10 women, who makes a bigger mess around the house, your husband or your dog? How many of these 10 women said their husband makes a bigger mess around the house than their dog does?
Well,
Look down there at those dogs.
well, around my house, my dad, isn't real messy, but all of our dogs, they're all around, and they're pretty messy, So I'd say it'd be probably a higher number that the dogs.
How many say the husband makes a bigger mess?
Oh, that's going to be a lower number. I'd say about 4.
4 out of the 10 say that their husband makes a bigger mess than the dog. Corey, what do you think?
Well, they probably love their husbands and
Probably love their dogs too, huh?
my grandma likes her dog probably better than we do because she spoils her.
Sure.
She puts dresses on her. She puts barrettes in her hair. She's a spoiled little
And it's a boy
brat.
dog, right?
Huh?
And it's a boy dog.
No, it's a girl dog.
Oh, scared me to death. Okay.
So,
So he says 4 of the 10 will be higher or lower than that?
I think it's going to be higher.
Higher than that. The actual number of these women who said their husband makes a bigger mess around the house is 8 of them. You're right, Corey. Which 8 of you ladies, hold up your paw if you would, please. Now, Pam, you're down there somewhere. Where are you, Pam? Oh, Pam, what kind of doggy do you have?
Cocker Spaniel.
Oh, I could have figured that out by myself, all right. And your husband messy?
My husband is so messy, he leaves his socks all over the house. In fact, it's my dog that picks them up to put them away.
Your dog picks up your husband's socks to put them away.
Yes.
That's a heck of a dog. I'll tell you that. Thank you, ladies and dogs. Nice to have you with us. Okay. Here we go. Corey's got the control. Corey, there's a 5. Player change.
Change that card.
Change that card. All right. Thank you, Susanna. 5 is now at 8. Oh,
Lower.
I go lower than that 8. Deuce. Higher. Yeah. Again. Yeah. Sure. She knows how to play this game. All right. So we'll freeze right there. We're going to have a fun week for the kids and the dogs, so we'll be right back. Find out who our champion is going to be right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks. I want to remind everybody that winners of less than $2,500 receive the cash. Winners of $2,500 or more receive certificates of deposit that will mature when the winners become 18 years of age. So let's continue now. Who will our champion be, Corey or Duffy? Well, we're going to find out. Corey, here's a question for you. Surveyed 100 women who have been married 50 years or more. Kind of like your grandmother, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. We ask them, romantically speaking, is your husband the only man you've ever kissed? How many women married 50 years said their husband is the only man they've ever kissed romantically? You know what I mean by
Well-
romantically?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think.
what do you mean you think?
No.
Oh, okay. Have you ever kissed a boy romantically?
No.
Oh, good. Fine.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be.
Romantically speaking, is your husband the only man you've ever kissed? How many
Oh.
said it is? He is.
I think it's gonna be pretty low because when they're young, when they're like 15 or 16, I think they kissed their like a boyfriend or something.
Sure, probably so.
So I'm gonna say about 28.
I like your line, boyfriend or something. 28 out of 100. Duffy, higher or lower than 28?
Well, I think it's going to be higher because I think most grandmothers or most teenagers had high school sweethearts. I know both my
I
mom
want to make
and
sure
my
your logic matches. She said 28 out of 100 women married 50 years said their husband is the only man they've ever kissed romantically. Will it be higher or lower than that?
I think it'll be higher.
You think it's going to be higher? Okay. Actual number of women married 50 years who said their husband is the only man they've ever kissed is 19 of them. No, it wasn't higher. It was lower. And that means that Corey has the control. Corey, want to change the 7? You bet we will. 7 becomes a 3. If it's higher, you're the champ. You'll play for the big money and a chance to go to Hawaii. Is it higher? Yeah. All right, Cor. Congratulations to you, hon. Duffy, we have some nice prizes for you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being with us. Go sell a puppy, will you?
What?
I said go sell a puppy, all right? Come on, Corey. Right over here. Whoa, you overran the mark. There you are. Okay, now, isn't this fun? Okay. We're going to give you a chance to win a whole lot of money. You can win as much as $32,000.
Wow.
And then we're going to give you a chance to take a trip to Hawaii. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, you like that better than the money. All right, Susanna and Caroline are going to deal out cards. And let me remind you of a couple of things, okay? Remember, you can change one card per line. That's a very important rule for you. Minimum bets are $50 each time. And I know you're not going to need any help at all, but we're going to get your dad in here to give you a little moral support. So, Dad, would you please come in here? All right. Now, why don't you stand right here, sweetheart, and I'm going to go over there, and let's see if we can't win a lot of money. You ready? Here we go. Okay. Remember, we're starting off at $200.
Okay.
That's our money, and here we go. Your first card happens to be a 4, Corey.
Higher.
How much you want to bet, honey?
$100 higher.
100 higher than the 4. Oh, back to $100. You got a good card. You're all right.
Okay, all of it higher.
Sure, let's go all of it higher. All of it higher than the 3. Now, back to 200.
I'm gonna bet $50 lower.
$50? $50 lower than the jack. How about that one? $250 up here. Give you another 4. You got $650.
All of it higher.
Yeah. All of it higher than the deuce. There you go.
$100 lower.
100 lower? Okay. She's got $1,300. She's betting $100 lower than the jack. Whoa!
All of it higher.
Higher. All of it. It's going to be worth $2,800 to you. There you go. Now you got $2,800.
Change it with number 2.
Number 2, Caroline. And now the 8 shall become a 3.
All of it higher.
You bet it all, huh? Look at Dad going, you going to bet it all, huh? All right, all of it higher. She's got $2,800. She's betting all of it higher than the 3. And there you go. $5,000. you just won. Now, why don't you come right over here? Come right over here if you would, Dad. Step right over here with me. Now we're going to give you a chance to win a trip to Hawaii. A trip for 4 to Hawaii. And, Charlie, why don't you tell us about the trips you can win, okay?
Okay, Bob, a trip for 4, round-trip coach from Los Angeles to Honolulu. From Pleasant Hawaiian Holidays, a fabulous week in famous Waikiki, including air transportation and luxury accommodations. Enjoy a pleasant Hawaiian vacation from Pleasant Hawaiian Holidays. Bob?
Thank you, Charlie. Now, sweetheart, here's how you're going to win that trip. I'm going to ask you a question about our 10 married women holding their dogs down there. Then I'll ask you to go over there and register your answer on our range board.
Okay.
So, Caroline, could I please have the question? Thank you very much. Now, before the show, we asked these 10 women, do you say, I love you to your dog? How many of these 10 women do say, I love you to their dog? I want you to go over there and place the marker on your answer. This is for a trip for 4 to Hawaii. And the lady says, all of them. Let me tell you something, okay? We're changing the rules a little bit for you this week because if you're right, if it is 10, you win the trip. Even if you're 1 off, if it's 9, you still win the trip. Oh, gosh. Let's get ready now. The actual number of these women who say, I love you to their dog is all 10. Bless your heart. That means that Corey ends up winning $9,296 in cash and prizes. And when we come back, we're going to meet 2 other youngsters to play Card Shark. Good for you, babe. Have a good time. Do you have a brother or sister? Or just to take a friend, huh? Come back to Card Sharks. It's time to meet 2 other Card Sharks, so let's get them in here right now. Come on, Heather and Andy. Aren't you pretty?
Hi, my name is Heather Huntley, and I come from Santa Rosa School, and my hobbies are singing, dancing, and I love to draw, and I play the clarinet, and I raise pigs for 4-H.
Whoa, wait a minute. Now, just let's time out. Now, you sing? What kind of songs do you sing?
Just any kind of songs.
Sing for me.
Bigger is it better, taller is it braver, stronger isn't always wise, smaller isn't necessarily
All right. You sing. And you raise pigs.
Yeah.
How many pigs do you have?
Well, I just raised 2.
What are their names?
Susie and Sam.
That's what I would call them, too. Okay. Andy, how are you, sir?
I'm doing okay. Hi, I'm Andy Diamond. I'm in the 7th grade at Miller Creek Middle School in Santa Fe, California.
Yeah.
My hobbies are playing football and baseball. When I grow up, I want to be a sportscaster for NBC.
I'm sure you, for who?
NBC. They show more Giants games.
You got to switch to CBS, man. It's the way to go.
Show more Giants games than I will.
You've been on this show 20 seconds. You're negotiating with me already, Andy.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Go over there and lay down by your dish, Andy. Here we go. Now, you ready for this? If we win 2 games, you're our champion. That's all you have to remember. Here we go with our first question. And this first question involves our 10 married women who have dogs. And there they are in our studio audience. Here's the question. Heather, before the show, we asked these 10 women, do you think your dog looks like you? How many of these 10 women do think their dog looks like them?
Well, I used to have a dog, Sandy, and he kind of looked like my brother. And so...
I used to have a dog look like my first girlfriend, too.
I think about 5 of them.
5 of them say their dog looks like them. I get such images when I look out there. What do you think, Andy?
Okay, well, my grandmother used to have a dog, and she was always saying, oh, that my little dog's so cute, he looks just like me. So I think it's going to be just a little higher.
Would you negotiate my next contract for me?
Okay.
Thank you. The actual number of these women who think their dog looks like them is 4 of them. No, it wasn't higher, it was a little bit lower. Now, which 4 of you ladies, raise your hand if you would, please. You think you're Pat, let me see.
Me.
Listen, I took my dog to the hairdresser, and because I love her hair so much, and I said, I want to look just like my dog. I want my hair to be just like her. And that's how I got this hair.
So what'd they do? Put a collar on you and give you a bone and tell you to go home? Okay, ladies, thank you. You don't look much like your dog, but it's all right with me. Who is this?
Oh, cute.
I think it's Heather. Yeah.
yes.
Heather, you ready? There's a queen for you, honey.
Lower!
Uh-oh. Son of a gun. Andy, free chance at the cards. How's
Lower!
Going lower. 8 is yours, Andy.
Freeze.
Freeze?
Well,
It's okay if you want to freeze. Sure.
lower, lower,
Go on.
lower.
Lower than the 8. No. not lower. Okay, we'll go back to the base cards. We'll pause for these words. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Back to Card Sharks. All right, let's continue now. You ready to play again?
Yeah.
Okay. This question is for you, Andy, and this question involves our 10 married women who own dogs there in our studio audience. And here we go with the question. Andy, before the show, we asked these 10 women, have you ever told your dog things that you'd never tell your husband?
Well,
How many of these 10 women have told their dog things they would never tell their husband?
I used to have a rat, and
You used to have a rat?
yeah. And I would also always go up to it, and if anything was going wrong, I'd start talking to him. And so I think it's going to be a fairly high number. I'd say 6.
6 out of 10 of these women have told their dogs things they would never tell their husband. What do you think, Heather?
Well, I think it's going to be a little bit lower, because I don't think they would keep secrets from their husbands.
You don't think so?
No. My mother would never do that.
Just let her grow up that way now. Come on. Leave her alone. Actual number of these women who have told their dogs things they would never tell their husband is 4 of them. You're right, Heather. All right, ladies. Which 4 of you ladies, hold up your little dogs and tell me. There we go. Elizabeth, what do you tell your dog you don't tell your husband?
Well, sometimes when my husband and I get into an argument, I'll talk to her about it. And once we were fighting about money, and I told her that I thought he was cheap.
Does your dog answer you, Elizabeth?
She always agrees with me.
Oh, I'm sure she does. Yes, thank you, ladies, very much. Okay. Heather, keep the queen eyes. Lower, yeah. Higher. Get higher, it is. And again for the lady. Freeze on the old 7. Sure, okay. Right there we shall freeze. And here's our next question. Heather, this is an educated guess question, Heather.
Okay.
The United States has 241 million people. 241 million people. How many million dogs are there in the United States?
Well, I think that would be fairly high, because, I mean, there's lots of dogs. It's a man's best friend. I mean, so I'd say about, like, 100 million.
100 million. Let's see what Andy says.
Okay, well, now, a lot of my friends at school, most of them have dogs, and they really like their dogs. I even wanted a dog. And so I think it's going to be higher.
You got a rat instead, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Actual number of dogs in the United States is only 50 million. I'm surprised at that.
Yeah.
50 million dogs. Heather has the control. I thought there'd be more dogs than that. Change the 7, Heather?
Change it, yeah!
Oh, okay. Look what I got. 5.
Higher!
If it's higher, you win game number 1, do you? Yes, you do. There you go. Okay, so Heather wins the first game. We'll set up for game 2. We'll be right back right after this. It's Young People's Week on Card Sharks. That's all the time we have for today. I know you guys will be back next time. It's Young People's Week all this week on Card Sharks. We hope that you'll join us. Thanks to Susanna, to Caroline, to Charlie O'Donnell for being with us today. And we'll see you next time. Young People's Week on Card Sharks all this week. Bye-bye.
Good old family feud.
Break out the disco ball, because it's time to throw it back as GSM presents Saturday Night Classics.
Gene, I love your salt and pepper suit. It hides your dandruff very well.
This week, Chuck Woolery and the lovely Stacey Hayes get down to some 5-letter words on the show that everyone's talking about.
Bingo!
us for Saturday Night Classics tonight at 9 on GSN.